with the double biceps. It is in the contract a legal requirement every single time we appear on camera. Oh, there we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hollywood Mike Connelly with the double biceps. It is in the contract a legal requirement every single time we appear on camera. We are appearing on camera right now, and we're getting a double bicep from our special guest. It is none other than Lucky the Purple Rain Wood. Is that a new addition there, that nickname?
It is. And so I have Dan the Man Atkins to thank for it. He gave it to me late last year. And so I've been feeling it out this year and really embraced it back in April for the round robin.
And where did it come? Like, why Purple Rain?
So he said it had like a double entendre, because he's like, anytime I see you, you're all about the purple, which I mean, purple is my favorite color. I live, breathe purple 100%. But then he's also like, this is your reign. Like you've really taken this sport and made it your own, and really started to make waves and everything. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. So it's spelled Reign for like the reign or the rule of somebody. So Danny is a huge supporter of female arm wrestlers. I love that he's in my corner. I love that he has so much faith and belief in me. And so yeah, I just kind of just took it and ran with it.
Fantastic. We've got a couple of people jumping in the chat already. We've got Gateway Arms of giving us the peace sign, and also Michael Nance, who is your coach, I believe. He says
Yes,
that anything purple is
everything
going to be
purple.
good for you. So hello to both of you there. And Michael, great to have you on the show. Well, it's probably a couple of months ago now, but we'll have to do another episode. Kaylee Jensen is also in. She says, "Hey,"
Yay!
and points to bicep muscles. So there we go. Fantastic to see you guys in the chat. I just saw that you put a little caption underneath. It says Hollywood Matt Connolly's biggest fan.
Yep.
You're probably
I,
the,
I'm
the only
claiming
fan.
it. I'm just saying all the people that hop in early in the mornings for me it's early in the mornings, but when you do your evening shows, like Branch and all them, whatever. Nope, it's right there in white and blue. I'm his biggest fan.
Oh, perfect. Well, thank you so much. I'm a fan of yours as well. So it's very, very appreciated. And speaking of French, she is here. She says, "Good morning.
Yay!
It's night time, French. Get with the program."
I know I didn't want to do math, so when I messaged her, I was like, "I'm going live with Matt in 90 minutes. I don't know what."
Yeah,
I was like, "I don't feel like doing the math right now."
yeah, absolutely. Are you in EST time normally?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay, yeah. Easiest, well, you probably won't need to remember this, but I've had to do it a lot. So
sure,
if you add an hour and a half to whatever time it is right now, and then just change AM to PM. So
perfect.
it's 8 o'clock here, which means to be 9:30 AM there.
There, got it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
usually, in the morning, I'll write her and be like, "How was today?" And she'll be like, "Today was great. I hope you have a good today."
Right. Yes, yeah, it's like, "Have a good night." It's like, "It's 7 in the morning, but
Right.
sure."
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be difficult with
She's
the
my little
timing.
she's my little, queen of the future time. She hasn't been able to give me the winning lottery numbers yet, so,
Yeah, she's
disappointing,
holding those back. They're very, very valuable.
she knows money
Yeah,
would change me, so she doesn't want to help
right.
me
Well,
out.
I saw that the US lottery is over $1 billion at the moment.
Yeah.
Astronomical. That's just outrageous. I I'm
No.
I can't win it though, can I, as a foreigner?
Right. And well, for you guys, it'd be like $1 billion for us is like 1 billion for y'all, or like 1 million for y'all, because y'all need to get your money together.
Yeah, well, the US dollar's worth about 1.5 times, the Australian dollar. So, like, every time I buy something here, it's like, say it's $20, I'm like, "Okay, well, I've gotta add 50% of that, so it's $30. So yeah, it's like you're constantly doing conversions in your head,
Right. Better
and
than convulsions, I guess.
yeah, that's all right. Michael Nance has a comment here. He says, "Lucky looked amazing yesterday in Georgia." So let's have a talk about that. Oh, actually, Michael says that somebody won that lottery last night.
Oh,
Somebody is now
dang.
a billionaire.
Ooh,
Well,
congratulations to that person. Sponsor arm
yeah,
wrestling.
yeah, absolutely, yeah. So you had a couple of super matches yesterday. Well, there was one super match, and then there was the tournament as well, and it
Yeah,
was in Georgia. So tell us
correct.
about that. How did you go?
So, we went to Pole of the Mountains in Dawsonville. It's put on by Joe Rogers, the Joe Rogers in Georgia, because there is a Joe Rogers in South Carolina, and people get those two confused. So it was the Georgia Joe Rogers. He puts on a phenomenal event. The last few years, he's really focused on showcasing ladies and really bringing in the ladies. Last year, I got to pull his event actually 2 years ago in 2023 was one of my first ever tournaments that I went to. I went to a tournament. I went to sit downs, which was my first, and then in May I went to a Tennessee, and then in September I went to Pole the Mountains, and that's where I met Angie Rhodes for the first time and got on the table with her as the first female I ever pulled. And it was so funny because looking back on it, I was thinking about it. I was like, Autumn Cote was there, Scarlett was there, and Candy Passmore was there. And I was too scared and chicken crap to talk to any of them. And so I was thinking about it, thought back to that and I was like, I could have met Scarlett way before when I met Scarlett. Had I not been so like intimidated to like go up and say hi. And so the next year when I actually went and participated, Scarlett and I actually won match of the day, which was great. So we got a cash prize and we got a little gift card. And then we had both won rings for first place. I won first place left and she won first place right. So then this year, she called me. I don't want to say she called me out. She challenged me to a right-handed super match. I begged her to go left, but she wouldn't. Uh, and so we did a right-hand super match at his event. And I mean, it just kind of really like it was so fun to see our progression in with the Pole of the Mountains specifically. Because that's an event that's near and dear to her heart. It's becoming very near and dear to my heart, and now like our relationship has really grown from that event.
Oh, that's fantastic. We've actually got you sent me the video, which I'll bring it up here. This is Scarlet Wood versus Lucky Wood, Pool of the Mountains, 2025. So we'll have a look through this one here, and hopefully you can talk us through. I know it's a small image because it's in portrait mode, but
Right.
we'll go through anyway. All right, here we go.
So right here, I'm actually really surprised that I was able to hold her on. We've never done that well, like in a top roll together, and I was able to get the slip to get in the strap. And I was just very surprised at how well my right held up against her right because I can honestly say a lot of the time she will flash me right-handed, especially in a top roll or if she gets out on my fingers. I was able to really get in on the strap, which was really nice. So I really had I had it anchored down. I think my big fault was I was holding on for dear life because she is so strong. So a lot of the stuff that I do, like when I try to manipulate the hand or like climb up, now my hand was stuck and it's just glued. I was just like, just hold on, just hold on, just hold on. Um, she is so powerful on the table and she does a really great job of really surging on that side pressure. And I have a really hard time going against that. But when she surges, she doesn't release pressure. Because a lot of people, when they go to surge, they'll let up and then you can, usually get them on your side. Then she doesn't do that, which it's just incredible to me. That she's able to really hold that side pressure and still put that power in. So after the first match, I was like, "Hey, Scarlett, can you not do that because you're gonna make me lose?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, I'll stop. That's fine."
Fantastic. Well, I mean, it was a pretty close round because in the strap here, you've surged quite nicely, and you've starting to push past the center line there, and it looked like her ability to maintain her wrist integrity here was the
Yeah.
key that managed to get her through. I'm just going to mute that so it doesn't play
Yep.
over the top again. And they're right there, really close. I mean, we would love to see the hand here, but the referee
Yeah.
doing a
Thanks a
great
lot,
job of blocking
Corey.
that.
Corey's big head's in the way. He gets that from Tim.
But right here, I mean, were you feeling like, "Hey, I've got this. I'm surging through," and looks like from that angle, maybe her wrist started to buckle.
Right. I was like, yeah. So when I got her over there, I was like, all right, how can I manipulate to get my shoulder behind it? But
Mm,
at the same time, like, I mean, her arm is a brick wall. So like I don't want to say I got excited, but I definitely was thinking, all right, now that she's over here, I need to get my shoulder behind it. But as you can see, as I shift, she's able to pull me out. And she does a really good job of separating my arm at that point from my separating my arm from my body to get me back on her side.
So, yeah, you can see it right here, her surge and your hand is it's probably just out of alignment with the shoulder there, but that was probably enough. Well, you brought it back there, though, so
Yeah,
good job for that, and then another surge and, yeah, dropped
yeah,
it through, but,
yeah.
that was round 1.
Yep. Round one.
So in the
Yeah.
second round, did you guys slip or did you just start in straps?
No, we slipped. Yeah, we
Oh, okay,
slipped.
yeah. All right. And here we go. Another big top roll, and you're going to get through this time. It looks like you've got the wrist. You're about an inch away from the pad. Keep
Yeah, and I was
surging.
sitting. I mean, this round right here is all thanks to Mike, 100%. Like, he was talking me through exactly what to do. I started to do certain things like, no, no, don't do that. like, go back to what you were doing before. And
Yeah.
so that's just show. And yeah, and I kind of jump up and down and scream a little bit right there, and she laughed. She knew that was my first ever time in the 18 months that we've been pulling that have ever pinned her right-handed.
Yeah.
Um, and we've pulled probably easily 8, 9 times. So
Oh, fantastic. Well, there you go. I mean, it was a great start, and you kept that pressure on the whole way through. This is the last round, but so here we go. So you get a awesome start. You start high in the hand, and you're rolling through. She did a great job of holding here,
yeah,
and almost surged back a couple of times, but you were able to keep that pressure on right there. She almost got back to the middle, and then I
yeah,
think one other time, yeah, there she
right there,
really
yeah,
tries to leave her, but yeah, you kept the pressure on, kept the wrist cupped, and
yeah.
managed to get into the hand and roll through for the pin coming up. She
Right.
surges one last time, and there it is. So it's 1-all. How were you feeling after that? You got your
I
first
was
pin.
all the way blown up. I was completely blown up at that point. Again, like I was gripping her hand so tight, and like looking back, I was like, why? Like especially when you're in a strap, you don't have to hold on, and people will tell you that, but like when you're in the moment, you don't think about it. You're just kind of like, I'm gonna hold on. And so I shouldn't have gripped on as tight as I did. And my forearm was blown up. I was numb. Like there was no blood was surging through my arm. And but at the same time, it was just that adrenaline of I got that one. I got that one. Okay, I think I can do it again. I maybe can do it again. But Scarlett makes adjustments as well too. Like Scarlett's not a novice in any way, shape, or form. She is very much a professional. She and Cody knew exactly what to do to challenge what I did, and so he has really improved as her coach and walking her through on how to make adjustments on her side. So I knew it was not going to be like, okay, now I got this. I knew that there was something that was going to change in the water.
All right, let's have a look at round 3 here. So it's outside of straps, and she climbs into your fingers there, and it looks like you might have been hoping to get a slip, but she grabbed hold of your fingers and managed to get through for the pin.
Yep.
Ouch.
Yeah, it did not feel good, and that's part of the downsides of training with people that you pull is she knows 100% that my fingers, like I'm gonna go where my fingers go. She dug onto those fingers. Cody had told her, you know, chalk up, don't slip, grip on, and don't let go, and rip her fingers off. And that's what she did. So props to her. She did exactly what she was supposed to do.
Fantastic. A great comment here from Michael Nance. He says that Lucky's forearm was completely blown up. She had a 20-inch forearm for an hour.
Yeah, pretty much. I should have taken a bunch. I should have taken a bunch of forearm Friday photos.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Like you do one arm and then you hold it next to the other one, and it's like the one is just double the size of the other.
Right.
They say that this arm's bodybuilding, this one's CrossFit.
Exactly.
So it's 2-1 at this point, and let's have a look how the round 4 goes. So, you've stopped her hit there and contained it and rolled through. You're in a good position here. She's trying to surge back out of that spot again. You're
Yep.
keeping the pressure on, trying to
Yep.
get the shoulder behind and the weight on there, surging. And the caption gives away the result, but that's okay. Let's go back to that.
It was
So,
a little early, but we knew it was coming. Yeah, that one, that was the back pressure. You know, she has been working with me on chin ups and pull ups a little bit to really like, because she can do insane amount of pull ups, and so her back pressure, and so when she was able to, when I was down like this, I was like, oh man, but I felt my arm inching out from outside of my, and I knew at that point that it was going to be like, all right, if I don't adjust, she's gonna open me up. And I mean, it was just too, like that last little surge that put me back in the middle, and then she took it over. So that was definitely one of those things where her back pressure, it was just I'm like, oh man, now I gotta work on my back pressure, back pressure, and yeah, and that was that's one of the fun things about with Scarlett is like even after the match, that's what she said. She was like, it was that back pressure, girl. That's how I got that. You need to be doing your chin ups. You need to be doing XYZ. I was like, I know. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. And so Scarlett will beat you, but she will 100% tell you how to get better. And I love that about this sport, and I love females in this sport that are willing to do that for sure.
it's incredible. And such an honorable thing to do, and it does help everybody because if your opponent is much more difficult to beat, it means so much more to you if you're able to get a victory. Because rather than knowing a secret or whatever about how, especially if something that she's giving you as advice can be used in all of your other matches that you have, not
Yeah,
just against her.
right.
Yeah, it's a really valuable tool that she's providing there.
Definitely. And I mean, I really appreciate, I was very honored, like I teased her a lot because I didn't want her to think that I wasn't taking the match seriously, because I really did. I've done 5 super matches in 2025, and I went in thinking, man, it would be really great to go 5-0 this year. Like have 5 super match wins. Like that would be awesome. I knew in the back of my mind that it was going to be really, it was gonna be a challenge. If it was gonna happen, it was gonna be something really hard, and it was not gonna be something that I could just like walk in, like sleep on, and then walk in and take it. So I worked very hard in the gym and on the table this summer, especially leading up, like when we talked about the match at the end of July. So the rest of July and all of August, I was like, all right, this is right. You got to step up, because the last thing I wanted was 3 flash pins. Because had we pulled that day when she asked me, that's what would have happened. So I was happy that I was able to make the progress that I was able to make. And so I did take the match super seriously. But also it was very much an honor, because you never know in arm wrestling what can happen. And so she didn't have to give me a stage. She didn't have to give me this opportunity to really showcase my ability. She could have asked anybody else, and the fact that she asked me, it meant a whole lot, and I love her for it.
Fantastic, and to be able to get a pin as well. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things. If you're up against an opponent that you've never beaten, and even though you didn't win the match, but you still, it's like those moments that you had throughout, and you were not that far away. There was a couple of the rounds there where you had dominant position, and you think like, well, I'm so much closer than I was, and you still got a pin as well. So it's almost a victory in that respect.
Definitely, definitely. So, yeah, I was really excited because the last time, I mean, honestly, the last time we pulled for real, like Ready Goes, was at the Knuckles Up tournament in January. And we had one round right-handed, and I actually lost on fouls. And so, it was but we watched the video back and we both agreed that maybe we should have been able to keep pulling because the foul that they called didn't happen, but that's okay because refs make mistakes and it's not the end of the world. but it was kind of like a I wonder if we hadn't stopped the match, what would have happened?
It's,
So,
yeah, it's so difficult, especially if you haven't got the instant replay there available. You
yeah,
know, for the referee to try to. I mean, I've refereed a lot, and it's
yeah,
like you're trying to watch the hands, the elbows, the
yep,
shoulders, like all three things from two people at once, as well as what the down ref is telling you. And it's like,
right.
so you're gonna miss stuff, or you might see something that didn't happen, or it's very very difficult. But
That was
that's why
exactly.
yeah, that's why the referees that do a fantastic job are really valued, and you
Mhm.
see the same sort of maybe 20, 30 people around the world that are really respected as top level referees, and the
Definitely.
reason is because they know what to look for, and they make good calls, and yeah, it's very difficult, but yes, sometimes it goes against you, and it's
Yeah.
very frustrating.
Right, and I mean, I make mistakes at my job. It's it's nothing to get bent out of shape about. And like for me too, like as a person who used to run sound for events, like I used to do a lot of technical theater, and I would run sound for like concerts and things. Like that is just one of those thankless jobs that when it goes right, nobody thinks to go up and say thank you. Nobody thinks to say, hey, you did a great job with this. But if a microphone squeaks or if a speaker goes out, it's immediately what are you doing? Why don't you know how to do your job? So that's how I try to think about it when I think of refing, and I try to make sure I tell them thank you or great job or or whatnot, and not try to you know bash them when something doesn't necessarily go my way.
We've got is it a left hand? You with the rest of this video, you've had the left here as well, and is that what took place here?
Yes, yes. So that is the left hand 0 to 156 class. Hey Atlantis. Hi Kyle.
Oh, fantastic. Let's have a look at this. So first round, left hand and dominant position there, and the fast. Is this an alternate view, or it's another
No, that's
round here?
the that's round two. So the first video was super fast. I was not playing. I think I definitely kind of caught her off guard there a little bit. She went to readjust to go out on my fingers, which again, when you train with the people that you pull, they know your weaknesses. So she
Yeah.
did the super smart thing trying to go out to my fingers, but my left just reacted really well to that, and I was like, nope, this is what we doing.
Oh, fantastic. So second round here looks
Yeah.
very similar to the first. She's gone high into your fingers, but you've contained it. And looks like you're gonna slip maybe. She's gone for the press and you do get the slip, so you're going to the
Yep.
strap and pretty even in the center.
Yep.
Oh, she turned it inside. So it's a
Yes.
hook battle now.
Mhm.
And oh, she's surging. It's a pretty close match here.
Yep.
Wow.
My
Oh, both
big thing
getting the
was
shoulders
just
in.
don't elbow foul, don't elbow foul, don't elbow foul.
Wow. Great work. There you go. So you won the class there, the left-handed class.
Yes. Yep.
Well done. Tremendous. Good work. That's fantastic. Oh, good stuff. Let me just get rid of that so we can there we go. And Kyle Davison is in as well. King Kyle, as he likes to be called, uh, says that he works in the AV film industry, and it's so true. No news is good news. Absolutely. He also had a comment earlier that said, "I've heard back pressure is fantastic for Matt Connelly's signature washing machine technique." Well, that's Slotter's technique. I just stole the name of it. That's where you swing your arm around like that as you pin someone. It's really nasty. It's like, yeah, it's not fun to have it done to you either, because you can't find where the resistance point is because they're swinging your arm all over the place.
Right,
It's feel-
right.
yeah. Atlantis in real life is here. He says, "Yo yo, hello to you, and always
Hi.
good to see you." And Michael Nance says the down ref is doing a fantastic job. Well, that's good.
Oh
It's good to
no!
hear.
In that first one, he was like Lucky's rest. Man, he's such a tattletale.
I like it when they just go rest,
Right,
rest,
rest.
rest. It's like, what do you want me to do with the wrist?
Right.
What is whose wrist?
Yeah,
Oh, it's
yeah.
fantastic.
No, if you boom, Sean Boom Hancock, he'll bruise your wrist hitting that thing with his 2 fingers. Like, dude, okay, I moved it. Chill, bro.
Yeah,
You got
end up like
freaking
this.
big,
It's like,
yeah, it's like,
oh,
yeah.
is that all right? Is that okay, Sean? Can I start like that?
No, you got freaking steel fingers and he's just smacking away at you. And she's like, okay, bro, chill. I got a little
Kyle.
wrist.
That's right. Kyle has a joke here. Has anyone checked in on the ref? Why is he down? I hope he had a great day today. The down ref. Very, very clever, Kyle. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, so what else happened on the day? You've won the left-hand class. You had a fantastic super match on the right arm. Was there another class that you did, or was just that one on the left?
Hey, Ashley. I went ahead and did the right hand class as well. So I pulled the 0 to 156 right hand. And so went 2-0 in that for first place. There was 3 ladies in the class, so that was awesome. So I was really proud of that. And then Lauren and I only got to pull Lauren. And Lauren actually beat me right hand last year at this event. So then I was able to get her this year. So I got I got my revenge. So but again, it was funny because we talked beforehand a little bit because I was still very blown up from Scarlett and feeling, very sore and everything. And Scarlett's, walking around all like, "You're welcome, Lauren." And so our first match, Lauren felt very strong. She did everything she was supposed to do. She went out on my fingers. I was able to get the slip. And then we went into the strap. I think this is the second one. Um,
What? Let me see if I can
yeah.
find the
No,
first
you're
one.
good. Yeah, so we went into the strap, and then
Okay.
but oh no, maybe you
Is
were
this
right.
the
I can't see.
That's right. Yeah, here we go. So, oh, you got a fast pin there. She hit hard, but you caught it
Yeah,
and managed to draw through for a top roll. Let's have a look at it again. So she surges, gets the start, but you're able to contain that hit and then roll through for the pin. So yeah,
yeah.
great job.
Yeah, so that one I really worked on hooking in because I remembered from last year where I did a top roll with her and she gripped into my fingers and I couldn't get out of it. So with her and my match was very much similar to the third match of Scarlett and I, where Scarlett gripped into my fingers and I was trying to slip out and couldn't get it. She pulls very similar to that. Like once she gets a finger, she ain't letting go. So then I did a high hook as opposed to trying to top roll, and that kind of kept my wrist and finger safe. So
Oh, fantastic. Well, let's have a look here. So this is the next round, is it?
no, so that's the first round we did. That was after we
Oh,
split.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh, I see. Yeah, right. Okay, let's have a look at this one. So again, she goes with that fast start. You contain the hit and roll straight through.
yeah.
So very good. Very nice job.
Thank you. Yeah, so we have a couple of dates planned out. I'm gonna work with her on her strap game, and that's something I actually did with Kaylee Jensen and I like I'm very similar to Scarlett in the sense of like, hey, I want women to be successful in this sport, and it doesn't matter if they end up using the knowledge to beat me or not. I want them to be successful, and I want them to find joy in the sport. So, she was like, I gotta work on my strap game. I was like, I got you, girl. So Kaylee Jensen and I worked on her strap game this summer, and she actually won her first strap match at the May VAL. And so that was super, or not, sorry, the August VAL. And so that was super fun. And so now I get to work with Lauren on her strap game so that she can really find success with that move too.
Excellent. We've got Ashley Hoyter in the chat as well. She says, hello,
Yes.
hope you guys are well. Same to you, Ashley. I hope everything
She
is
won
going
this
well for
weekend,
you.
didn't she? I think I
I
saw her
haven't
with some
seen it.
medals.
Oh, okay. I didn't know she had a match on, but if she did, we'd love to see it. So let us
I
know,
don't know.
Ashley.
I don't know what sport it was for. It might have been arm wrestling. It might have been for something else. But I know I saw her. She had posted a picture wearing a medal. So Ashley, let us know what
That's
you did this weekend.
yeah. I know that she was looking to train for breaking her own bench press record. So maybe she did that.
Oh, nice, nice.
We'll have to wait and see what the what she says if she's still in the
What the
chat
weather
there.
report is.
Yeah, that's right. And you said that there was a couple of other female matches that took place yesterday that were very, very entertaining.
Yeah. So it was Scarlett and I, and then Ashley Butler from Georgia pulled Rachel Bragg from West Virginia. So Rachel Bragg has been in the sport just since February ish. So she went to the Arnolds and saw the arm wrestling, but wasn't there for arm wrestling, and then got connected with I'm not sure if it was Chris Wood or Danny Atkins, one of the two, but basically the Beckley boys, as I like to call them, but now they're the Princeton High Pollers, something I don't remember. Uh,
Sure.
sorry guys, I should remember these things, but there's just so many like clever team names, I can't keep track of them. Uh,
Yeah.
but the Princeton Pullers or the Princeton something something something.
Into
But
poker.
anyway, she started training with them and came out to VAL in May for her first tournament. We met there, really hit it off, was super excited to get more females. We ended up having 9 ladies there for like the first time in forever at a Virginia event. So that was awesome. Um, and so then she's really dove in, done great. We went to South Carolina State together, and then when she had the opportunity for the super match, that was great. So we sponsored her to go out with me, to be able to pull Ashley, and that ended up being a really good match with the two of them. Ashley did very well. They fought in the setup. Both of them, they were not letting anything go in that setup. I think they went to the ref script every single time because they were like, "No, we know what we want. And we're fighting for it." So, and that's something you don't see in a lot of female matches. A lot of times, one or the other will try to be a little nicer, or be like, "Oh man, this isn't what I want, but I don't want to waste my time and energy, so it is what it is." And so, but nope, not these two. They knew what they wanted to feel. So it ended up being 3-1 Rachel, and then Ashley ended up getting her revenge in the tournament, and so
Wow.
she got second right hand in the tournament, and Rachel got third. So
Oh,
it was great.
fantastic. Who ended up winning that round?
For right hand, I believe it was Amanda Dyer. Got
Okay.
so for the ladies classes, 155 right was Amanda Dyer, and then Ashley, and then Rachel, and then for left hand 155 plus, it was Scarlett Wood, actually, Amanda Dyer, and then Rachel Bragg. And it was really funny because Scarlett and I were cracking up because when Scarlett and I first started pulling, I had 80 pounds on her easy, but when we did the overalls for right and left, or for left hand, I was representing the 155 class, and she was in the 155 or 156 plus class. And I was like,
Wow.
this is so backward. So she
Yeah.
had to go against Corey Bresnan first, pulling him left-handed, and then I was like, tire him out, beat him so I can pull you, and we can win the overalls. It didn't work,
Ah,
unfortunately.
wow, you gave it your best shot.
Yeah, exactly. We had a plan. We had a plan.
Oh, good stuff. That's fantastic. So it sounds like you had a lot of fun yesterday, and you've really improved your game. And talk about your work with Michael Nance. What have you been really focused on that you've noticed has made a big difference in the way that you're pulling at the moment?
Um, Power building. Just trying to really work on building my numbers up at the gym. I for the last obviously for the last year and a half, I've been dieting very hard. Carnivore has been amazing as far as keeping my energy, but I'm still very much in a caloric deficit. So, there's only so much power and stuff. And then there was a lot of tournaments that I would have to go in where I'd have to still cut, either be a water cut or, what have you to be able to make the class that I wanted to be in. So now that I'm sitting pretty at the kind of a weight where I want to be, I still have a little bit more cutting to do. Not too bad though. I've really been able to just bring up my power as far as like my bicep curls and my hammer curls and a lot of the stuff that I'm doing with the cable machine. My numbers are going up with that. Wrist curls, things like that. And so anything I'm doing with the dumbbells or on the cable machines, I'm really seeing an improvement on those numbers. Because I'm not as just exhausted and weak and pathetic as I was before.
Exhausted, weak, and pathetic. All right. So now that you're not that,
Right.
it's going okay. All right. Fantastic. MG Blast is in. He says, "Let's go, y'all." And so
Hello.
nice flex and the fire emoji. So thanks for that, MG Blast. That's one of your followers, I'm guessing.
Maybe. I guess. I guess
Maybe,
they're on my
maybe.
page. Hi.
Fantastic. So what's next for you?
I have an event in November that I'm super excited about. So, but first I'm doing Mike and I and my team and Tim Bresnan are doing the Lucky Ones tournament. So it's the Lucky Ones Toberfest. And so it's a small local tournament. It's super we do it here in Virginia. And so a lot of the guys from my team, they come out and they support us at a local restaurant year, and so I'm super excited for that. And I last year we had a blast. This year will be, even bigger and better. So unfortunately, last year because we had the date set, and then VAL had to move their event to 2 weeks after mine because of an event that was happening in Florida. So because everything just got bumped, which I mean it was totally fair. People were just like, sorry, like we want to qualify for the Arnolds. And I was like, I want to qualify for the Arnolds. That's fine. So this year, fortunately, our events are, a solid 4 or 5 weeks apart from each other. So a lot of people are planning on coming to both. So it's a great Virginia event. Hopefully we'll have some ladies come out this year. Last year I didn't have any, but I have these cool new awards that we're doing that I'm super excited about. They're really awesome. Virginia Arm Wrestling League. It's great because they've been very supportive and helpful in helping like promote it and get the word out. And they know I'm not their competition. Plus, they know I'd fight them if they didn't support me. So.
That's fantastic to hear. Yeah, so it's October 1st, is that when it's happening?
October 18th.
Oh, 18th. Okay, great. No worries. And how do people find out details on that? Is there a Facebook page or something?
Yeah, so Lucky One Toberfest. There's an event on Facebook. It's also on Arm Fighter under the events. So we're doing all the regular classes. We'll have Masters Open for men, and then women's will run 135, 154, and 155 plus. And then I also got enough awards to run up to 4 kids and teen classes if families that want to come out. So it'll be cool.
Fantastic. I'm just trying to find that page here at the moment, but yeah.
I'll send it to
So
you real quick.
yeah, no worries. That'd be handy because I'm struggling.
No worries. Well,
Oh,
it's a crazy spelling too because it's a play on Oktoberfest, so it's one Toberfest. So
oh, I see.
you know,
Yeah,
because
okay, that's
I'm just super clever like that.
absolutely. Kaylee Jensen says, "I'm excited for your October 18th tournament, Lucky," and she gives
Oh
2 bicep flexors. There's 1 and 2, and what is that one? Oh, it's a hang 10 thing. Or
yeah.
give us a call.
Call me, girl. Yeah, she was
Absolutely.
great. I actually called her yesterday on the way back from the tournament. So Rachel and I and her were all talking about the tournament and all that stuff. So I'm all sad she moved away, but it's okay. It's a good thing. It's a great thing about social media and phones. So
Absolutely. Do you think she'll be at your event?
well, she told me not to tell anybody, but now she's
Oh,
telling people. So I don't,
okay.
I don't know if the cat's out of the bag or maybe we'll just keep going with the. I don't know. I hope so.
Yeah. I really hope that she'll be there.
Right. There's a planes work and cars drive.
Oh, fantastic. All right, I've got the link that you've sent me. Let me just bring it up on the screen for everyone to see here. There we go. The Lucky One Toberfest. And yeah, it's a Barrel House Brewery in Arlington, Virginia.
Mhm.
And that's the host there. That's exactly what you like in
I
person.
know, right? Isn't it adorable? I need to turn it into a bobblehead.
Absolutely. So
So,
yes, so if people are looking to attend that and they wanted to find more details out, then this is the spelling that you want to put in on the events page, and it is the Lucky One Oktoberfest, and you'll be able to see all the information and everything in there. And here we go with the
yeah, shout
flyer.
out to Jamie Vaughn for the flyer. Everybody hit up Jamie Vaughn for all your graphic needs, especially in the arm wrestling world. He has the fastest turnaround time of anybody in arm wrestling. And he really does a great job of getting you what you want. And he'll make all edits for free.
Lots of free. Well, wow, that's fantastic. Good on him. It's a great post there. I'm just trying to get the right format here. Uh, It's all right. We'll go back to this one. Yeah, no, it's tremendous. So, and what weight classes you've got? Men's 154, 154 to 76, 176 to 198, 198 to 220, 220 to 242, and 243 plus. So a lot of classes there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 classes. And then the
Yep.
women's is 135, 154, and 155 plus. So 3 women's classes as well.
Yep.
Fantastic. And there's masters and kids, maybe, I guess it depends on the entries.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and $30 for does that get you both arms to the $30 fee?
Why would you say that? No, it's one arm each.
One arm. Okay, okay. Just I've got to clarify.
No, it's
Uh,
$30 an entry.
that's fine. That's
So
fine. Uh, Kaylee says she's crossing her fingers. She's going to try, Mike, and Mike says that's
nice.
great, Kaylee. So yeah, obviously we'd love to have you there at the tournament. It'd be tremendous. Are you going to stream it live at all?
Last year we did, so I'm hoping this year we can as well too.
Oh, fantastic.
So one of
There
my
you go.
highest viewed on on the list.
Oh, that's great. So
Yeah.
how is the Lucky One podcast going?
Oh, really solid. And so I took a little bit of a break May and June. I needed some me time sabbatical off of social media, find myself time. And so Shaz, which is Sharon Evans out in California, out in Canada, out in Canada. I probably should have done a disclaimer, y'all. I am on like 4 doses of sinus medication right now. So anything I say, use against me. uh, so here we go. Let's try this again. Take two. Sharon Evans, Aunt Shaz from Canada, kind of took over a little bit as far as promoting the ladies. We came up with the Canadian invasion, and so she did a phenomenal job this summer, and she continues to do a phenomenal job as we headed into the fall, really promoting the Canada ladies, because I had done I think we're up to like episode 63 or 65. And so I had done a lot of the American ladies, and so having somebody from up there who knows that other out, yeah, out west in Canada, up there in Canada, who knows some of the pullers that I don't know, because I can't know everybody.
It
And so
reminds
it
me of
was what?
it just reminds me of Britney Spears, and she was doing an interview once, and she goes, "I love traveling. I get to go to overseas places like Canada." It's not overseas.
It's not overseas. It's not overseas.
Absolutely. Good job, Lucky, says Kaylee. Yes.
Thanks, I appreciate you.
Wh
So,
whereabouts in Canada is she?
BC.
Oh, okay, yeah, nice. I used to live there in
Oh
Vancouver.
yeah,
Yeah, 6 months.
I forget that you were over there, or maybe it was Vancouver. She's in BC or Vancouver. One of the.
Well,
She's in what?
Vancouver is just the capital of BC.
Oh, well then there you go. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Maybe she's from both then.
Yeah, well, she'd have to be.
uh,
If she was from Vancouver, she would be from British Columbia.
right,
But yeah,
right.
it's a big state though, so that she could have been from another city. I don't know.
Sure.
We'll say.
So
Would
I was really happy about that. And so then when I started to ease back on to social media, we hadn't lost really any traction, and so I've gotten to do a few more ladies for me. We had Kaylee on here just like last week, which was absolutely amazing. And so just being able to still showcase a lot of women. And so we got some really cool shows coming up that I'm super excited about. Some here from the States, and then some obviously up there, and then some overseas ladies as well. I will definitely want to check back in. There should be a special episode with somebody from down under who is getting to do some fun things with her stuff coming up here, actually the same day I have my event, which isn't technically the same day. It's the day before my day, but it's the same date day, which is so weird to think about. And so with that over the top in Australia, so
absolutely. No, it should be a big tournament. And yeah, French has been working with the AAF, the Australian Arm Wrestling Federation, and I believe she's going to be putting a tournament on in South Australia at some point throughout the next 12 months. So
yeah.
yeah, it's fantastic to see that. And yeah, we wish her all the best with that. And I'm sure she'll be watching this later. She's at work at the moment, so.
Right.
But
How dare
it's funny
she?
with
Quit your job and
uh,
watch me on the live.
that's right. Quit right now, French.
Right.
And yeah, it was weird with that time difference. When I flew over here to the States, I left on a Friday. I flew for 2 days. I got here and it was Friday.
Right.
It's like I'm like, it's Saturday today, and then they're like, no, it's Friday. I'm like, it can't be Friday. I left on Friday 2 days ago. It's like,
Right.
no, it's Friday. Okay,
Exactly. It was
very
funny because
strange.
I was talking to Jocelyn, because like I mean even myself, like I flew last year in November, I believe it was. I just flew like 4 hours back in time to California, and like I, I got so jet lagged. I was like, how am I supposed to like go somewhere like real and be able to pull? Like I'm not gonna be able to travel anywhere to arm wrestle, but like in order to get better, you have to. And so like I'm just like, man, I gotta figure this out, because like I can drive. Like I literally I will drive 9 hours to a tournament. Sometimes do amazing, sometimes do crap. It just it all just depends. But that flying gets to me.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I think it's just that constant engine sound from the plane and the pitching and being moved around and up and down and over hours and hours of that, it really drains you.
Right. But I do sleep though. I be sleeping like we'll be on the runway and I'll be out.
Oh, really?
So,
Oh, I'm so jealous.
yeah,
I
which
actually
is
never
why I
sleep
don't
on the plane.
understand why I'm so like not together when we get there because I sleep the whole time. What's up,
All
Jody?
right. Jody Williams is in. Chocolate Thunder. Hey, hey. Great to see you, Jody. Always a pleasure. And yeah, I can't sleep on the plane. And when I was flying over to the States, like I tried. I had the blindfold and the little neck pillow, and it's
Right.
so small for me. Like my knees are against the seat in front of me, like the whole time because I'm 6'3", and it's like
Sure.
it's just squashy. So I'm trying to lay on my side, and I was so tired. I was sick at the same time. I had a cold, and I was sort of in and out of sleep, and I know that I was talking, and I remember saying stuff out loud, and I remembered later, I'm like, "Oh, I said that out loud, didn't I?" I'm like, the people would have seen they would have heard because I said it loud, and,
Right.
they would have looked at me, I would have remembered my blindfold on, like, yeah, very strange.
That's amazing.
Then Jody Williams says, "Congratulations, Matt, on your performance. Hello to Lucky." And thank you very much, Jody. Yes, I was lucky enough to attend the King of Florida tournament yesterday, and thank you again to Mikey Oliver for driving us down there, and got to meet
Oliva. You gotta say it right.
Oliva. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
No, you gotta drag
oh,
out the E.
oh, Oliva.
Oliva. There you go.
There you go. Very good. So yeah, so Chance Shaw was in attendance. I believe he competed and won his class as well,
He did.
and also Artem Taranenko was there, and Brendan who was running the event, and yeah, a whole bunch of really really cool people I got to meet. So it was very very nice. There's got one young man that was I think 17. He came from the Ottawa High Hookers, and his family has moved down to Florida, and he ended up winning right and left, I believe,
I think it's
in his
Austin
weight
Wade,
class.
right?
Yeah, it might be, yeah. I don't think he actually said what his name was.
Oh, sorry. Just
I know
kidding.
no, it's fine. No, it could be, because I spoke to his family and, like, we went through all the detail, and I was like, "Oh, that's awesome," but I never actually got his name.
Gotcha.
But, yeah, Michael Nett says that Lucky is asleep before they close the plane door.
Not that early. I try to get my pretzels and then I'm asleep.
Yeah. Yeah, salted peanuts.
Right. Team
Uh,
pretzel. Can't have them right now, but I'm definitely team pretzel.
Fantastic. All right, well, we might wrap it up there. And so we've got a couple of big things to look forward to, and the lucky one. What is it? The lucky
Yeah,
one Tober
the
fest.
lucky one Toberfest.
Fantastic. On the 18th of October in the Blue Mountain Barrel House in Virginia, Arrington, Virginia. And you can find the Facebook page has got all the information there, $30 per arm. And there's about 100 different weight classes that you can compete in. And I hope that you get along there and support Lucky, and check her out on the Lucky Ones podcast, which is every Saturday night, and helping support the females in arm wrestling. So doing a tremendous job there.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you for having me on
Uh,
tonight.
oh, thanks so much for coming on. And thank you to everybody in the chat for your messages. And we shall see you again next time.